President Donald Trump arrived in Malaysia to begin a historic diplomatic mission that drew attention from across the globe as he aimed to strengthen partnerships, expand trade, and address pressing international issues. His visit marked a significant step in his renewed global outreach agenda, and the trip reflected his administration's focus on building closer ties with Southeast Asia. The streets of Kuala Lumpur were lined with people waving flags and holding signs of welcome as Air Force One landed at the airport, signaling the beginning of a tightly scheduled and high-profile visit. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim received President Trump at the official residence, where the two leaders held extensive talks about trade security and mutual cooperation. The discussions revolved around boosting bilateral commerce, removing trade barriers, and enhancing defense collaboration against regional threats. Both leaders emphasized the importance of peace in the Indo Pacific region and expressed their shared vision for stability and prosperity. Trump reiterated that Malaysia was an essential partner in America's broader Asia policy, noting the country's strategic location and dynamic economy. In their joint statement, the leaders announced plans for increased cooperation in technology, energy, and agriculture. They agreed to open new business forums that would connect entrepreneurs from both nations and facilitate investment opportunities. Trump praised Malaysia's advancements in digital infrastructure and offered American expertise to strengthen cybersecurity systems. The two sides also discussed the need for fair trade practices and the reduction of tariffs on key exports, including palm oil, electronics, and automotive products. Beyond economic matters, the meeting also focused on regional security and the threat of extremism. Trump highlighted the United States' continued commitment to counterterrorism and urged regional unity in tackling extremist networks operating in Southeast Asia. He praised Malaysia's success in de-radicalization programs and proposed the sharing of intelligence between agencies. The leaders jointly announced the launch of a new security task force to address maritime security challenges and ensure safe navigation in the South China Sea. Following the official talks, Trump met with leaders from neighboring countries who traveled to Malaysia to join multilateral discussions. Representatives from Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, Vietnam, and the Philippines attended the roundtable meeting. The agenda focused on creating a regional economic zone aimed at fostering innovation and trade without unnecessary bureaucracy. Trump encouraged the idea of a collective approach to economic growth, arguing that mutual investment could bring lasting benefits to all participants. During his stay, Trump attended a grand dinner hosted by the Malaysian government where he interacted with business leaders, diplomats, and influential figures from various sectors. The atmosphere reflected optimism as both American and Malaysian companies expressed interest in joint ventures. Trump addressed the gathering by emphasizing that economic success depends on trust, transparency, and the pursuit of mutual goals. He stated that America sought partners, not clients, and that his vision for global trade was rooted in fairness and respect. The next day, Trump visited the Malaysian Institute of Technology, where he met with students and researchers working on renewable energy projects. He praised the innovative spirit of young Malaysians and encouraged collaboration between American universities and Malaysian institutions. He highlighted that education and technology are the keys to sustainable progress and assured that future scholarship programs would be created to strengthen academic ties between the two nations. In a private session with defense officials, Trump discussed strengthening the regional security framework through military training exercises and joint operations. The talks aimed at enhancing interoperability between U.S. and Malaysian forces, ensuring preparedness against natural disasters and potential conflicts. Trump noted that a strong defense partnership was vital not only for Malaysia but also for maintaining freedom of navigation and protecting regional trade routes. Later, Trump met with representatives of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, where he proposed a renewed trade pact focusing on digital economy and energy independence. The proposal aimed at reducing dependency on external powers and promoting local production capabilities. Trump underlined that cooperation among nations was the only way to ensure long-term peace and stability. He urged the ASEAN countries to pursue economic independence while maintaining open dialogue with global partners. The Malaysian media widely covered Trump's visit, describing it as both symbolic and strategic. Political analysts viewed it as a gesture of goodwill intended to rebuild trust and counterbalance rising influence from other global powers. Trump's emphasis on fair trade and mutual respect resonated with many regional leaders who saw his message as a call for balanced engagement rather than dominance. Before departing, Trump attended a cultural ceremony showcasing Malaysia's rich heritage, including traditional dances and music. He expressed admiration for the nation's diversity and unity, calling it a model for other countries to follow. He stated that the strength of a nation lies in its to embrace difference while working toward common prosperity. His remarks received applause from the audience and reinforced his image as a global statesman seeking partnership rather than confrontation. As he concluded his visit, Trump held a press briefing where he summarized the achievements of his trip. He described the meetings as productive and the partnerships as promising. He stressed that his goal was to promote peace, prosperity, and progress through dialogue and mutual benefit. He also expressed gratitude to the Malaysian government.
And parked nearby is the presidential limousine, the family black state car known worldwide for its security and symbolism. And beside it, the Malaysian Prime Minister's vehicle, ready to lead the convoy. Both are surrounded by tight yet discreet coordination from the Royal Malaysia Police, the US Secret Service and the airport security personnel. Now both Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump enter the vehicle, the motorcade doors closing gently behind them.
Operation, assuring that the friendship between the two nations would continue to grow stronger. Observers noted that Trump's Malaysia visit reflected his administration's pragmatic approach to foreign relations by focusing on results rather than rhetoric. His meetings demonstrated a willingness to engage with diverse political systems as long as shared interests aligned. The agreement signed during the visit symbolized a new chapter of trust between Washington and Kuala Lumpur and hinted at further collaboration in technology, education, and defense.